Welcome back to Dreamfall Chapters. This is book 4. I am Mental Fox, and I thank you for joining me. We are here at the Ular's home, I guess you could call it. We've run into Abnaxis, and we've spoken with Abnaxis, and that there is an Ular. And then here is Lux, and there's Crow. Our current goal is to return the Soul Stone to Lux. And it doesn't look like there's really anything else we could do. We can't talk to Abnaxis. We can't talk to Crow. We can't talk to the Ular. And we really can't interact with Lux in any way other than probably giving him the Soul Stone. So that's really our only option right now. That's fine.
I didn't come all this way to just turn around and walk away.
And then the game won't even let you turn around and walk away. Not that I was going to walk away, I was just kind of looking around a little bit. But I kept you waiting this long, ending the last episode right before giving Lux the Soul Stone, so why keep you waiting any longer, right? Let's go ahead and do it. Bring up our inventory. The Soul Stone. Here you go, Lux. I brought this for you. Hope it helps.
You're awake. You're inside my head. I can hear you. I can hear you inside. You're burning with a white fire. I can't stand it. It's so painful. Thank you. You're the first. You were there at the beginning of everything. Me? No, how was that possible? Yes, I brought your heart, the Soul Stone. What do you mean that's not what... Nox? You mean the Yaga? I didn't bring the sisters. I didn't know. They were inside the Soul Stone. And now they're here. With us. That's it, isn't it? Light, dark, dream, nightmare. Together. That's why I needed to go there, to face them. To bring them with me. So, what now? How do we save the dream? How do we save reality? I can't be the one to do that. I'm just a person. Just a person, and you're a god. Or as close as anything can be to God, I guess. I'm not ready for that. You can't put this on me. I didn't want this. I wanted to be normal. I wasn't asking for a divine purpose. I just didn't know what to do with my life. What happens if I say yes? Who do I become? And what about me? What becomes of me? I understand. Of course, I trust you. How can I not? You made all of this. Without the dream, there's nothing. And there never was. If the dreamer stops dreaming, there's nothing. Forever. So if you're... If we are one, then the dream is mine. I keep it alive. And afterwards, after I'm gone, what then? Okay. Okay. Well, we can't let the universe end, so let's do this. I'm ready. I'm okay. Dizzy. I have to go back now. Wake up. For real. Face the world. There are things that... I need to fix things. I can't be asleep any longer.
Okay. Can I come?
No, Crow. You can't.
So you're leaving me here?
You'll be fine. Thanks for everything. I don't think I'll be coming back, but you'll be fine. I promise.
Oh. Aw, poor Crow.
Well, that's great. Left to my own devices, in the border mountains, by an inscrutable woman with special powers. Again, if I wasn't so furious, I'd be really, really depressed. You know, I'm so used to being the sidekick, I don't think I can do anything else. But whose sidekick will I... No. Nope. Not happening, big guy. I'm flying back south to find that Kian fellow. I'll be his sidekick. He seems like the sort of guy who appreciates birds.
Do you believe I should have told her all of it? All that I have seen? Perhaps I should have. Perhaps I was wrong not to. But there's only here, only now, nothing more. I am blind. I think I will sit down, rest, sleep, dream of my daughters, long gone, and hope the future will still be there for them all when I fade to dust.
Well, for a book that's called Revelations, there sure are an awful lot of questions, or at least there are for me. I mean, who is that guy, really? And what is it that Zoe is about to do? Where did she wake up? Oh! Huh. Where the heck is she? Well, I mean, really, she never did wake up from that coma she was in at the start of the game, did she? So, this whole thing happened during and inside of her coma? Is that what we're to believe?
The answer is no. You should know better than to ask, Saga. I won't risk you getting lost out there, again.
I'll be careful this time, I promise.
It doesn't matter. I am not removing the wards.
I'm 14, Papa. I can take care of myself.
That didn't help your mother.
It's always about her, isn't it? I'm not my mother. Whatever happened to her won't happen to me.
And you know this how? She said the same thing. She wasn't going to get lost. She was coming right back. I shouldn't worry. I should just stay put and wait for her. I'll remove the wards when you're older. Until then, you are not leaving the house on your own.
That is so unfair. I've been stuck here my whole life. How much longer are we going to...
Until I know that she's not coming back. All right? Until I know for sure, because if we leave and she does return,
She's gone. Let her go, Papa. Please.
I'm going upstairs to rest for a bit. Don't play the radio too loud. I'll be back down for dinner.
Ugh, I can't take this anymore. I'll show him his wards can't stop me from walking.
Uh-oh.
I just have to, find the wards first. Not easy when only Papa can see them.
Oh, are you going to be bad, Saga? Are you going to be a bad girl? Find a way to see the wards. Simple as that. So there's some scratches on the ground there. We've got a window. Some books. Eyeglasses. A photograph. A fireplace. Well, I saw the scratches first, so let's look at those.
I'm sure that was me who made those scratches. I remember being scolded. And it wasn't just the one time.
Why did you make the scratches?
I've been told, in no uncertain terms, to not damage our house in any way. It's a living thing. Although, I don't know if it can feel pain. At least, not from those tiny scratches.
The house is a living thing?
I'm sure that was me who made those scratches. I remember being scolded. And it wasn't just the one time.
Hugsy.
Hugsy! I've had Hugsy since I was little. Mama gave him to me, and I remember falling asleep, hugging him tight every night after she went away. Hugsy's still a good friend, despite being old and stuffed. He still smells like Mama. Or maybe that's just my imagination. Hugsy! I've had Hugsy since I was little. Mama gave him to me, and I remember falling asleep, hugging him tight every night after she went away.
So we can look at the chair.
It's the comfy chair. Yeah, I don't know where that came from. It's the comfy chair. Yeah, I don't know where that came from.
So look out the window here. Doesn't really look like you could look out it.
My window looks out to Letach, but this one's tuned to where Mama was born. It's nowhere close to Scotland. The seasons are similar, though. Just more extreme.
Interesting. So they could tune their windows to different locales. Interesting.
I can't remember exactly where that is, or what Mama used to call it. But Papa calls it Midgard. My window looks out to Letach, but this one's tuned to where Mama was born. It's nowhere close to Scotland. The seasons are similar, though. Just more extreme.
So Mama was born in Midgard, it would seem.
Uncle Galeth brings new books all the time, but I always finish them long before he comes back. The good ones, I read 3 or 4 times.
So she's quite the reader.
Uncle Galeth brings new books all the time, but I always finish them long before he comes back. The good ones, I read 3 or 4 times.
Let's look at these eyeglasses here.
That's weird. Papa's usually so fastidious about keeping his eyeglasses with him at all times. Papa's spectacles. Fashionable they're not.
All right. Before we pick up the eyeglasses, let's look at the rest of the items in this room. Eyeglasses are obviously something we can interact with and are probably important to seeing the wards, so let's just look around this room before we pick those up.
Happier days. Before I was around. Maybe if I hadn't been born,
Aw.
Mama would still be here with Papa.
What a horrible thought. Oh, that's sad.
Papa used to take photographs, back when they first moved in, and when I was little. Happier days. Before I was around. Maybe if I hadn't been born, Mama would still be here with Papa. I can't remember the last time we lit a fire. We used to do that all the time. Roast marshmallows and sausages and tell scary stories. But, yeah, things changed.
You don't remember the last time you lit a fire, yet there's a fire in there?
The fire doesn't hurt me. My dad once told me this fire keeps the house warm and healthy, and able to fend off contagions and parasites from the ether.
So many questions.
I can't remember the last time we lit a fire. We used to do that all the time. Roast marshmallows and sausages and tell scary stories. But, yeah, things changed.
More books over here.
Uncle Galeth brings new books all the time, but I always finish them long before he comes back. The good ones, I read 3 or 4 times.
So we've seen that symbol before. Naxos wears it around his neck. Alright, let's pick up these eyeglasses.
I'll just borrow them for a minute. Or 12.
Goals updated. Find the first ward. Let's look at this. Very fashionable.
That's weird. Papa's usually so fastidious about keeping his eyeglasses with him at all times.
Oh. Okay. So we put on the glasses. And strange sounds. So we're looking for wards. Typewriter.
This has been gathering dust since Mama left, so almost 13 years? I guess Papa hasn't had the heart to get rid of it. Mama wrote a ton of stories and articles and letters, but Papa keeps most of her work in his bedroom. I haven't even read all of it. He won't let me. This has been gathering dust since Mama left, so almost 13 years? I guess Papa hasn't had the heart to get rid of it.
Suitcase.
We don't go away long enough to need a suitcase. I mean, I've gone walking for days, but I didn't exactly plan that ahead of time. Or pack. Papa went ballistic every single time. Mama brought that with her when she went on long trips and wanted to bring things back. The last time she left, she hadn't planned on being gone for more than a couple of days.
So there's, her mama and papa in that picture, I guess. Doesn't that look like them? Red thread.
One of these days, I'll pick up on that whole become a singer-songwriter thing again. I just need an audience to play to. Papa rarely plays the guitar. I think he used to play a lot, back in brighter days. But like with so many other things, he's just lost interest.
Poor Papa.
One of these days, I'll pick up on that whole become a singer-songwriter thing again. I just need an audience to play to. Papa rarely plays the guitar. I think he used to play a lot, back in brighter days. But like with so many other things, he's just lost interest. I remember Crow, but I'm pretty sure he's not real, and that I never met him. I mean, I went walking for the first time when I was 7, but I drew this before that.
Okay.
I have this weird, vague memory of going on a journey with a wisecracking bird called Crow, but I'm sure that was just a very, very vivid dream.
Perhaps evidence that this is actually April. I don't think I've gone out that door before. We'll save that. We'll look around some more. What's this? A trowel?
Whenever one of the walls needs repairing, Papa uses that. He says he'll teach me how to do it, but he hasn't gotten around to it yet. Of course, that masonry trowel isn't just any ordinary masonry trowel. It's been inscribed with runes and imbued with Etherian magnetism, like all the tools used to build our house.
Okay. What will we see in here? We got the clock.
Papa usually sleeps for another hour or so. Plenty of time for mischief and mayhem. My favorite prank used to be setting the clock ahead an hour or two, just to freak Papa out. It always worked. Then, I'd set it back again, and freak him out even more. He's weird about time, go figure. Papa usually sleeps for another hour or so. Plenty of time for mischief and mayhem. There's never anything good on. Once, I tuned into something called the Pink Floyd. That was amazing. But I never found the frequency again. These days, it's mostly jazz or classical music. There's never anything good on. Once, I tuned into something called the Pink Floyd. That was amazing. But I never found the frequency again. These days, it's mostly jazz or classical music.
Just seeing what there is to see. Wow, this is their sink? Never noticed that before. It's kind of a weird sink.